I know that the heavier part that y'all trying to understand is the alphabet soup that goes with open enrollment, the FSA, the HSA, that stuff, right? Right? The high deductible you can get with the health savings account. So remember, if you have a high deductible plan, that's the only way you can get that HSA. Call a high deductible plan because the deductible high as hell. The HSA one, remember the one that you can put how much you want to put in it, you can stop it and start it whenever you want, because I don't think I told y'all with the HSA you can stop and start it whenever you want. FSA, once you paying back them payments, you can't stop that. You just got to keep letting them take that money out your check. I have already written a blog, so definitely check this blog out as well, because this blog goes through everything. You can use it year after year after year. Hey y'all, this is Tamika, the face behind HR, and I know it's the end of the year, it's time to choose new benefits. You keep getting all these emails and alerts about open enrollment. I've been working in HR for the last 12 years. I have worked my way up from an HR assistant to an HR director, and now I happily sit as a global human resources business partner. I not only have an MBA, but I also have a master's in human resources management, and I have the highest level SHRM certification. So I know that I probably eat and breathe this stuff. I say it all the time. I eat and breathe human resources. One of my first interests before I decided that I wanted to work in anywhere in HR, I absolutely thought that I wanted to work in benefits. I like benefits because benefits is a time that the company gives back to you. So I know y'all might be like, I get so confused. I see people over the years bringing their wives. I've seen them bringing their mothers. I've seen them have their coworkers fill out their open enrollment forms or complete it in the computer system, because people get so confused. Every year, I am prepared that I'm gonna get a lot of emails, a lot of Slacks, a lot of phone calls about open enrollment. But I am here to make it super easy for you. And if I don't make it easy for you, put the questions in the chat, and I promise I got you. So let's dive into understanding open enrollment for employees specifically. Right? So open enrollment literally is a period in a year where you need to either re-elect benefits, or you can change your benefits, or you can do whatever you want with your benefits without a qualifying event. But let's talk about first the hardest plan, in my opinion. The hardest plan is a high deductible plan. You probably have heard of that as the HDHP plan. That plan is a plan where the deductible is just high. If you go to a doctor's office, most times they're not going to charge you anything at the door, because whatever you're going to pay depends on how much all of your charges are. So the high deductible plan is typically one where when you go into the doctor's office, you go into the ER, you go into anywhere. I can't say the ER because the ER is a little bit different. But typically if you go into the regular doctor's office, they're not going to charge you anything. What they'll say is, we're going to send the bill to you later. So what they do is they send a claim to the insurance company. The insurance company pays what they're going to pay, which is usually nothing, because you have a high deductible plan, which means you have to meet all of the deductible costs before the insurance company pays anything. So typically you pay for that whole visit, and then you keep paying for visits until you reach that high deductible cost.
Tamika, how much is a high deductible?
It depends on your company. Every company always gives you a benefit manual every year, and y'all want to pay attention to that knowing chart, because that chart really is a breakdown of what we call a summary of benefits, which tells you how much it costs you if you go to different types of medical offices. If it's one of the doc in the boxes, or the emergency cares that you find on the corner everywhere. If it is like on the phone, you are a virtual visit. If it's your family care, primary care, if it's an emergency room, if it's cosmetic surgery, which most cosmetic surgeries aren't included in your plans, period. It'll literally break down what percentage you pay. With the high deductible, if y'all look at that chart, everything's going to show 100% to deductible. It means they want you to pay for the entire bill until you get to the deductible. It's called a high deductible plan because the deductible high as hell. Like typically the deductible is anywhere from $6,000 to, I think the highest I've seen is like $12,000. And it means every time you go to the doctor, they keep adding that to that deductible cost. Once you get to that deductible, then you pay nothing at all. Or sometimes you'll pay like 80%. Again, depends on the plan, because these are the things that you guys don't see that HR is negotiating before we push that plan to you. And so the high deductible plan costs you nothing at the office, but you're going to definitely get a bill sent to you. I personally am a big fan of the high deductible plan. And I was a big fan. Let me correct that. I was a big fan of the high deductible plan when I rarely ever go to the doctor. So if you're a healthy person, you only probably see your primary physician like once a year. You go for all your preventative stuff, like you always getting your teeth clean, you always getting your physical done, things like that. Traditionally, any protective care, ever since Obamacare came into effect, is covered at 100%, so you don't pay anything for those. It's only when you come back for a follow-up or escalation from that visit that will cost you. But traditionally, that stuff doesn't cost you anything. And what I like about that plan is that you get the health savings account. That's the HSA. You get that health savings account and you can just put money out of your paycheck into that account. So that if something does come up, you just slide that card like a regular debit card. You use it only for like prescriptions, your deductibles, your doctor's office visits, things that are medically related. A lot of people will have a HSA store, and that's usually external to the company, or they'll provide you a list of things that's included. I hate to be, negative Nancy, but I never really push people to the overall HSA store because there's tons of them, because some plans don't allow you to buy stuff like an electronic toothbrush or things like that. Like they're just little caveats sometimes that they don't include. But you can always pay for that doctor's visit that may come up that you're like, damn, now I got to pay this $300 bill. You just call in with that card or go online with that card. So the HSA, that's not only the only benefit of it, because there are tons of benefits with the health savings account. With the HSA, not only is it your money going into it, but you don't ever have to worry about a cap on it traditionally. You can always, there's a cap, but it's not one where like, okay, I get to this point and I can't use it anymore because I used all my money. It's literally used as a savings account. So you'll always have that money on that card that you can use from year to year. There's no, okay, once you get to this limit, you're done. The second thing I like about a health savings account is, let's say you're one of those people, you never go to the doctor, but you decide, I'm going to put a whole lot of money in this health savings account, and now you may quit that job or change to a different plan that doesn't have the HSA. When you separate from that company, terminate, get fired, resign, quit, whatever you want to call it, you can take all the money you put in that HSA and either use it on medical expenses, or you can roll it into your retirement account. So that's another benefit of the HSA. Another benefit that I love about the HSA, hands down, is that like you can use it as a tax deduction. So like now we have to report how much money we pay for healthcare. So it'll also show how much you put into your HSA. So y'all probably you definitely get a form now, ever since Obamacare. You get a form in the mail that you have to take to your tax person. That form comes from your employer saying how much you paid into health benefits. It includes that HSA, and that gives you a bit of a tax break because you contributed to HSA. So that's another reason I like an HSA. So remember, if you have a high deductible plan, that's the only way you can get that HSA. Because honestly, there are times that I've had high dental costs. I pay that with my HSA card. I have a dental copay. I pay that with my HSA card. I need new glasses. I pay that with my HSA card. I have to pay an exam fee when I get my eyes checked. I pay that with my HSA card. I got prescriptions I need to pick up. I pay that with my HSA card. It's like so many things that if you have things going on and you don't want to always pay out of your check, or you don't have it built into your budget, or you literally live in paycheck to paycheck, HSA or FSA card may be good. All right, quick recap. You can only get the health savings account, the HSA one. Remember, the one that you can put how much you want to put in it. You can stop it and start it whenever you want, because I don't think I told y'all with the HSA, you can stop and start it whenever you want. FSA, once you paying back them payments, you can't stop that. You just got to keep letting them take that money out your check. HSA, sometimes I increase it, sometimes I decrease it, sometimes I stop it, sometimes I keep it going. So your HSA is only going to come with the high deductible plan. That's the one where every time you go to the doctor's office, they're going to be like, you don't owe us nothing, you will get a bill in the mail. But by a month, maybe sometimes 2 months later, you got this hefty bill in the mail. So that's your high deductible plan that comes with your HSA card. Cool? I have already written a blog, so definitely check this blog out as well, because this blog goes through everything. You can use it year after year after year, because I don't go into specific plan details. I just go into what the PPO is, HSA, FSA, that type of thing, high deductible. So I keep it there. You can use it as your little Bible every year that you need to go ahead and do open enrollment. But don't let open enrollment scare you. Don't let it be a thing that you're like, oh, we got to do this again. It's for your benefit. That's what the company paying back to you, child. Y'all know some health savings accounts, companies will give you money into that plan automatically. I always used to like really big earrings, and when I wear those super big earrings, they used to wear my ears down a lot, right? They used to wear my ears down until it split my ear loop, my little area right here. I don't know what you call it, but it split that area, so I couldn't wear earrings anymore. I worked at a company. Luckily, I worked in HR. So I was like, listen, if we're going to take this plan that's too expensive for our employees, we need to give the money into the HSA. And our employer decided she was going to give every employee $400. And I went and got my ear fixed, and it only had cost me $250. I slide my HSA card to get my ear fixed. I'm just telling y'all, it's a little push you can do with these things. You just got to pay attention, my friend. If I didn't clear this up enough for y'all, please do me a huge favor and put it down in the chat, because that's the only way, well, the comment section. That's the only way I know how to help y'all. Otherwise, I'm just talking to my lens, right? In my little recording she shared, talking to my lens. I don't know what kind of health questions y'all have, and I want to help you with this. So for those of you who are new, I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did find any value in it, please subscribe. For those of you who are returning, I appreciate you. I can't wait to see you on the next video.